Beyond the boardrooms and stock exchanges, whispers of secret societies influence global finance. Are they real? And what do they truly control? For centuries, humanity has been fascinated by the idea of secret societies, clandestine groups operating behind the scenes, pulling the strings of power, shaping the course of history. While many dismiss these notions as mere conspiracy theories, the world of finance, with its immense power and opaque dealings, has always been a fertile ground for such speculation. Are there truly hidden hands guiding the global economy? Do elite, invitation-only groups meet in hushed tones to decide the fate of nations and markets? Or is it all just a convenient narrative to explain the inexplicable complexities of wealth and power? Today we're going to venture into the shadowy realm of alleged secret societies of finance. We'll explore the most prominent claims, examine the evidence, or lack thereof, and attempt to separate fact from fiction. This isn't about endorsing wild theories. It's about understanding the human fascination with control, the historical precedents for elite gatherings, and the very real, albeit often discreet ways in which powerful individuals and groups exert influence over the global financial system. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about who truly pulls the strings. Let's unlock the secrets of financial power. Perhaps the most frequently cited, and certainly the most controversial, alleged secret society of finance is the Bilderberg Group. Founded in 1954, this annual invitation-only conference brings together approximately 120-150 leaders from politics, business, finance, academia, and media. Attendees include heads of state, CEOs of multinational corporations, central bankers, and influential journalists. The meetings are held in strict secrecy, with no press conferences, no public statements, and no detailed agendas released. Proponents argue that Bilderberg is simply a private forum for informal discussions on major global issues, fostering understanding and cooperation among Western leaders. Critics, however, view its secrecy as evidence of a powerful, unelected cabal making decisions that impact the world without public accountability. They point to the fact that many attendees go on to hold significant positions of power shortly after attending, suggesting a coordinated effort. While there's no concrete evidence of them making binding decisions or orchestrating global events, the sheer concentration of power and influence in one room, operating in complete secrecy, naturally fuels suspicion. The very existence of such a group, regardless of its true intent, highlights the informal networks through which global power is often exercised. Moving from global finance to a more exclusive and arguably more eccentric gathering, we encounter the Bohemian Grove. This all-male private club in Monte Rio, California, hosts a 2-week encampment every summer for some of the most powerful men in the world, including former U.S. presidents, high-ranking government officials, and titans of industry and finance. The club's motto is, "Weaving spiders come not here," implying that business and politics are left outside the gates. However, the presence of so many influential figures, combined with the club's rituals, most famously the cremation of care ceremony, where members burn an effigy of dull care before a giant owl statue, has led to widespread speculation. Critics argue that the informal networking and bonding that occurs at the Grove inevitably leads to discussions and agreements that shape policy and business deals away from public scrutiny. While the club maintains it's merely a social retreat, the sheer concentration of power and the veil of secrecy surrounding its activities make it a prime target for those who believe in a hidden elite orchestrating global events. It's a fascinating blend of ancient ritual and modern power brokering. Deep within the ivy-covered walls of Yale University lies the notorious Skull and Bones. This undergraduate secret society, founded in 1832, has produced an astonishing number of powerful figures in American politics, finance, and intelligence, including 2 U.S. presidents, George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush, Supreme Court justices, and numerous CEOs. Members are known as Bonesmen and are sworn to lifelong secrecy about the society's rituals and activities. The society's tomb on the Yale campus is its meeting place, and its initiation rituals are the subject of much speculation, often involving confessions and psychological tests. While the official line is that it's merely a collegiate fraternal organization, its alumni network is incredibly powerful and tightly knit, Critics argue that the connections forged within Skull and Bones provide an unfair advantage, creating an old boys club that facilitates access to power and influence in the highest echelons of government and finance. The very existence of such a powerful, secretive network originating from a university campus fuels the narrative of a hidden elite guiding national and international affairs. Moving to a more overt, yet still highly influential organization, we have the Council on Foreign Relations, CFR. While not a secret society in the traditional sense, its membership is public, and it publishes journals and reports. Its immense influence and the high-profile nature of its members often lead to it being cited in discussions about hidden power structures. The CFR is a non-partisan think tank that publishes the influential journal Foreign Affairs and hosts numerous events and discussions. Its membership includes former and current government officials, diplomats, academics, business leaders, journalists, and military officers. Critics argue that the CFR acts as a de facto shadow government, shaping U.S. foreign policy and economic strategy through its recommendations and the consensus it builds among its elite members. While its activities are transparent, the sheer concentration of power and the closed-door nature of some of its discussions lead many to believe it plays a far more direct role in shaping global events than it publicly admits. It represents the intersection of intellectual power and practical influence. Another organization frequently mentioned in the same breath as Bilderberg and the CFR is the Trilateral Commission. Founded in 1973 by David Rockefeller, it brings together prominent leaders from North America, Western Europe, and Japan, and later other parts of Asia, to foster closer cooperation on global issues. Like Bilderberg, its meetings are private and its discussions are off the record. The commission was created out of a concern that the existing international system was no longer adequate to address the complex challenges facing the world. Critics view it as an attempt by a global elite to establish a new world order and to consolidate power, particularly in economic and financial matters. While the Commission states its purpose is to facilitate dialogue and propose solutions to global problems, its secrecy and the high-level nature of its members fuel suspicions of a coordinated effort to shape global policy and economic integration without democratic oversight. It represents a powerful, albeit discreet, forum for transatlantic and trans-Pacific dialogue among the most influential figures. So, what can we conclude about these alleged secret societies of finance? It's crucial to distinguish between informal networks of influence and formal, orchestrated conspiracies. While there's little credible evidence of a single, monolithic secret society directly controlling global finance through nefarious means, there is undeniable evidence of powerful, elite networks. These groups, whether they are private clubs, think tanks, or invitation-only conferences, serve as crucial forums for networking, information exchange, and consensus building among the world's most influential individuals. Decisions may not be made by secret vote in a candlelit room, but ideas are shared, relationships are forged, and a shared understanding of global challenges and potential solutions emerges. This informal influence, exercised through personal connections and shared perspectives, can be far more potent and pervasive than any overt conspiracy. It's the power of shared worldview among those who hold the levers of power. The fascination with secret societies of finance speaks to a deeper human need to understand who is truly in control in a complex and often unpredictable world. While the sensational claims may often be exaggerated, the reality of powerful, interconnected elites operating in discrete networks is undeniable. These groups, whether they are Bilderberg, Bohemian Grove, Skull and Bones, the CFR, or the Trilateral Commission, represent the informal architecture of global power. Understanding their existence, their members, and their stated and unstated objectives is crucial for anyone seeking to truly comprehend the forces that shape our financial landscape. It's about recognizing that power is not always exercised through formal channels, but often through the quiet conversations, shared meals, and long-standing relationships forged among the world's most influential individuals. The question isn't whether they exist, but how their influence truly impacts your world. Are you ready to look beyond the headlines and truly understand who pulls the strings?